Hello everybody, and welcome to another War of the Spark draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Before I dive into the draft, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It is the best way to support the growth of the channel and make sure it thrives. I really do appreciate each and every one that does those things. It is 100% free, and I appreciate all of you. Also, if you have any questions or comments about the draft, be sure to leave those in the comment section down below. I love interacting with you guys in the community. It's my favorite part about having a YouTube channel, so be sure to do that if you have any questions at all. Without further ado, let's dive in. Today I am going to be trying to show you a little bit, if possible, how to hedge picks to try and avoid certain colors if possible, because I've been trying a strategy where I avoid white decks a little bit, and never mind, this is easy as heck. But I was going to try and show you how to avoid drafting a certain color, like low-key. Like, you can still draft it, but like it biases you away from it. But obviously here, we're taking Nicol Bolas and drafting Nicol Bolas, the Dragon God. Yeah, we're going to just be drafting Grixis. It's going to be sweet. And we're going to see where it takes us. We're going to be trying to draft black, red, maybe splash blue, or vice versa, but definitely taking Nicol Bolas. It's the namesake card of our channel, and we must take it. I will say, though, this pack is filled with goodies. Evolution Sage, probably the second best uncommon after Kaya, maybe. Definitely an incredible card. And then Spark Harvest and Spellgorger Weird are both very good commons. I have Spellgorger Weird as the second best red common, and Spark Harvest as the second best black common after Obnixilus's Cruelty and after Jaya's Greeting. But definitely just going to take the Nicol Bolas Dragon God here. Next, I would have taken the Evolution Sage, of course. And now in this pack, we could take a Tybalt. This card is definitely a solid follow-up to Nicol Bolas because it is in one of our colors. Hi, dog. Hello. My dog is saying hello. So we're going to be taking, I think... Hello. Yeah, my dog is getting on. We're going to be taking the Tybalt here. Lilithstep Plating is a card you can play, but it's not exceptional. It usually does. Like, you can usually get this to trade with a removal spell, but sometimes it's unreliable, so it's not a card I prioritize super highly. Angrath's Rampage oftentimes trades, like, can sometimes kill a Planeswalker, but they'll usually have gotten an activation out of it, and it sometimes, like, killing a creature is not super reliable with it, so I'm not a huge fan of it. In Limited, other cards in this pack, like, in the commons, the best commons probably, like, in my colors is probably Raging Crunch. Maybe Pollenbright Druid's the best common overall, but definitely just taking the Tybalt here. Oh my goodness, and now a Tyrant's Scorn. We're definitely full-on Grixis at this point. This is the best uncommon, and it's the best card in the pack by a mile. The next best card is probably Honor the God Pharaoh or Contentious Plan. Probably Honor the God Pharaoh, and then Contentious Plan, but 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Definitely just taking the Tyrant Scorn here. This is a pretty nice way to start a draft, I will say. And now the best card in the pack is white, but I think it's a pretty nice opportunity to pick up a Guild Globe. Our mana might be a little bit rough in this deck. We already have a pretty solid Grixis deck. Grixis sometimes struggles to find fixing, so this Guild Globe could be crucial. I think it's a little bit better than Gateway Plaza, though Gateway Plaza, there are some arguments for taking that one here as just a land to fix our mana, because we can use that constantly. I don't think we want to be jumping into a fourth color. I don't think we want Salmon in this deck because we're going to be more of a controlling deck. Aid the Fallen could be nice to pick up a copy of, but I think we can get one of those later because we do have a couple Planeswalkers already, and Aid the Fallen gets pretty good if you have a strong Planeswalker like Nicol Bolas to get back. But I think we're going to take the Guild Globe here over the Gateway Plaza and over the Dreadmalkin. Dreadmalkin's actually a pretty good card, especially in aggressive decks, but we're not taking that over one of these mana fixers. I think we're just going to take the Guild Globe. I just think it's slightly better. Because we're going to try to play 2 colors base and then maybe splash on the Nicol Bolas, though the Tybalt and the Tyrant Scorn are different colors, so that might not end up happening. And now we'll take a Kiora's Dambreaker here. It's definitely significantly better than Chain Whip Cyclops, and Banehound is not what we're looking for. And Ugin's Conjurant should not be in this pack. Ugin's Conjurant is great. It fits into any color, any deck. Ugin's Conjurant is pretty much the pick over any common. Just pick one just because it fits into every single deck. And is so flexible and works with counters and is just a card that you should be playing like every time. I think this card is quite good and is definitely a good card for this type of deck where I might struggle to hit like the right colors of mana at certain points. There is a Guild Globe in this pack, but I think that Ugin's Conjurant is good enough that it's worth taking over a Guild Globe. And now we'll get a Kazumina's Transmutation here. We're not really looking for a double red aggressive card. This card could also just help us stall until we get to the late game. And we're not looking for Davriel's Shadow Fugue. That card's not very playable in my opinion. Tidebearer Giant is actually an interesting one. A nice 6-drop here, better than Kiora's Dambreaker because it just digs us towards our Ugin, not our Ugin, our Nicol Bolas and things like that. I'm not a fan of Soren's Thirst, especially in a deck that's looking to play so many colors. It just becomes difficult to play. And it's also not very effective in this format just because there's a lot of cards that don't die to it, like War Screecher and things like that. Casimia's Transmutation, we might not even play the first one, so we're not even looking for a second one. We're just going to take the Tidebearer Giant here. And we'll take a Price of Betrayal for the sideboard over an Ashiok Skulker. I haven't liked cards with activated abilities in this format. It's a little bit too expensive, and generally you're going to have stuff to do with your mana each turn. So Ashiok Skulker becomes very clunky. So we're just going to take the Price of Betrayal for the board. And now a Spark Reaper, definitely fine playing this. It works nicely with Tibalt, both sacrificing the tokens and the Tibalt itself. And it looks like we're going to be base black-blue and splashing Tibalt and Nicol Bolas, which seems fine by me. Maybe we won't even end up splashing the Tibalt. Kaya's Ghost Form is kind of cute with Nicol Bolas, but that requires quadruple black to really get going, so we're just going to take a Manticore here. And now we will pick up an Aid the Fallen, get back our Nicol Bolas, maybe our Tibalt. We'll take Bane Hound and an Arboreal Grazer. Okie doke. Next pack, there's a couple cards that are kind of in our colors. Mizium Tank is much more of an aggressive card. I think it is good in the aggressive decks because a 3-mana 4/3 trample, if you can turn it on, is actually quite nice. It also dodges a lot of removal, so Mizium Tank is good, but not a card we're looking to take here. In the uncommon slot, there's Eternal Taskmaster, which is a great card, alongside Davriel, which is also a great card, so I'm a big fan of both of these. And then there's an Aven Eternal in the common slot, which is like the best blue common, so definitely that's a consideration as well. I think that, between Davriel and Aven Eternal is close. I think Eternal Taskmaster is a little bit worse than Davriel. Davriel on turn 3 is pretty brutal, I must say. But we don't really have a lot of 2-drops to protect it right now. And maybe we are just going to be playing black-red and splashing blue because we have Nicol Bolas and like Tyrant Scorn to splash. But we don't necessarily want to play these 2 cards. I think the safe pick is to take a black card because we aren't guaranteed to have blue as one of our main colors. So I think we will just take the Davriel here. I think Davriel is a little bit better than the other one option there because it just can kind of run away with the game on its own. And now Spark Harvest is a pretty easy pickup. The other card in our colors is potentially Sky Theater Strix. We're not taking any of these green cards, and Silvery Wing might come back. We might play it depending on how our mana works out. Tamiyo's Epiphany is actually excellent in this type of deck because it works so well finding our Nicol Bolas. I'm not sure we really want Ob Nixilis because we don't have a ton of expendable creatures to kill with it. We're not an aggressive deck, so the damage doesn't really matter, and we don't really give our opponent's card advantage. So I think it's between Tamiyo's Epiphany and Spellgorger Beard. Spellgorger Beard, we do have a lot of... actually, we don't have as many non-creature spells as I thought. We have a decent number. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... We have a decent number for Spellgorger Beard. I'm not sure whether we're going to be playing blue as a main color or red as blue as a secondary color or red as a secondary color. I think blue's probably a little bit better to play as a secondary color. So I think Tamiyo's Epiphany is going to just be better because finding our Nicol Bolas is a real priority. It also finds our mana. And Firemind's Vessel is actually a really nice pickup for this deck. Helps us splash, helps us ramp. We actually have a couple of expensive cards. And definitely going to be, I think, the pick here. There is an Honor the Godfarer, but that is kind of hard to... cast if we're playing blue-black main. So I think we're just going to take the Firemind's Vessel. Firemind's Vessel can also enable an early Nicol Bolas. And now Atoll the Invasion is a pretty clear pick here. It's only one of the only Grixis cards, and also just a card that's very underrated at the moment. Taking their best card and getting a 1/1 is actually a very good deal in this format especially. And now another Guild Globe. Very happy to pick this up. Nothing else in this pack is even close. Hey, Honor the Godfarer. We could take that. We could take a Spark Reaper. I think we are blue-black base, but if you look, we have 1 red card, 2 red card, and then blue cards we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we are going to be red secondary, so I think we will take the black card here. I mean blue secondary, so we're going to take the black card. And now we could either take a No Escape or another Spark Reaper. Kind of like No Escape. We already have 2 Spark Reapers. Let's just take the No Escape. It's just a nice answer card for a lot of the things that could be going on in the format. And now we'll take a Vampire Opportunist. Maybe we'll need a 2-drop. And even though it's bad, it's not horrific. It's not unplayably bad. Nothing in our colors. Not really anything we want to play here. We'll just take the Unlikely Aid. It's unlikely we'll end up playing it. I guess we'll just take the creature. Yeah. Okay. So this deck is awesome so far. And we picked up a bomb. Dreadhorde Invasion is incredible. On turn 2, it pretty much can't be beaten, is what I have found, and works really nicely because we're base black here. And we do have a couple of other, I guess, Toll Invasion's another way to put counter onto our thing. Not really a ton of other ways. It also works really nicely with Spark Reaper. So definitely going to be the pick here. Narset Parter Veils is a fine card, especially because it can find our Nicol Bolas, but it's also like double blue, which makes it hard to cast, and especially in our deck because we're going to be primarily black and then splashing a little bit of red, so we're just going to take the Dreadhorde Invasion as a bomb rare, definitely the pick. I'm not actually a fan of Dreadhorde Butcher in draft. It's fine if you are black-red, but it's not an early pick. It's not a card that like you take and like, oh, I'm going to play black-red so I can play this, because if they play like any 2-drop, then it like just doesn't get a ton done. If you're on the play and you play it on turn 2, it's going to be great a lot of the time, but even then it can just die to like a Divine Arrow or something like that. So in this spot, I think we are just going to take a Lazotep Behemoth so we have a creature. We don't have a ton of creatures right now, so I think we kind of need some just to make sure we don't just die to stuff. We don't really need Stealth Mission because, again, we don't have creatures. Even though Dreadhorde Butcher is kind of in our colors, we're not really splashing that for sure. Ooh, Bleeding Edge is actually incredible. Not only does it work with our Dreadhorde Invasion to buff that up a bit, but it's also just a great way to get on board and also kill one of their creatures at the same time. I wouldn't mind a Herald of the Dreadhorde because it gums up the board and really helps protect a Planeswalker that we want to play, but I'm definitely just going to take the Bleeding Edge here. Wow, this card's a bomb and should not be here. Very, very strong. Just, this card is unreal and limited. Not only does a lot of removal not target like non-lands, like bounce spells don't target non-lands, but it also, like, I don't know, it's just a 9/9 with haste and flash essentially, so pretty broken card. Here we're going to take a Guild Globe, just more fixing for our deck, and more fixing the merrier. We would like a Herald of the Dreadhorde, but we're going to just prioritize the fixing here. And now we can get another Tidebearer Giant, another big fatty. We do have a decent amount of like ramp cards, so having 3 6-drops isn't the end of the world. And I think it's going to perform well in our deck. We don't really need another Spark Reaper, and don't really want Sorin. And maybe we do want Sorin's Thirst. We are going to be primarily black. We're going to be splashing red for Tibalt and Nicol Bolas. We don't really have a ton of cheap removal, I guess, because we already have a Bleeding Edge. Do we want Sorcerers? I think we're just going to take the Tidebearer Giant and win the late game with that. And now I kind of regret it because we don't really need it anymore. But we could take an Interplanar Beacon. That really helps cast the Nicol Bolas. It also helps cast the Tibalt. It helps cast the Davriel. So we have 3 Planeswalkers that it kind of helps to cast. I think that's probably going to be... We definitely don't need a 3rd Tidebearer Giant. Don't really want an Iron Bully because we're not really an aggressive deck, and we already have a No Escape, so I guess taking Interplanar Beacon has some potential. Though we do have a lot of we have a double black card, and we have a lot of black mana in our deck, so maybe just taking a card that doesn't make black mana for like our Bleeding Edge is a bit risky. Let's just take the No Escape for the sideboard. In case our opponent has a real must-kill creature. I guess we'll just get an Invading Manticore. Grim Initiate. Let's just take the uncommon. Taking uncommons is good on Arena just because it builds your collection a little bit and gets you closer to wild cards. Here we'll take the Shadow Fugue. Maybe we want to side that in. Oh yeah, we're never siding that in. Hey, Lazotep Behemoth came back. There's also a Silverwing in this pack. What 4-drops do we have? We have 1, 2, 4-drops. And for 5-drops we already have a Behemoth. Let's just take the cheaper card that's also a flyer. Okie doke. Let's see what our deck ends up looking like. Well, now we have to do it. We have to go with the special card back. Okay, so we have... Wow, this is not a 4 mountain deck at all. This is a 0 mountain deck. We have 3 Guild Globes and a Firemind's Vessel to splash. So that's definitely good enough. But we do want to be running 17 lands, so let's go 10-7. That seems good to me. Maybe 10-7, 10-7. Yeah, I think we want 10 black sources because we need triple black, double black, a lot of black mana. Not a fan of Casmina's transmutation. It just doesn't really do what I want to do, so I'm going to cut that one, at least for now. We'll count this like a 4-drop, say. Opportunist is not great either. I think Tybalt is worth splashing. And it's good to have some expensive cards at the top of your curve when you're cycling through a lot. I kind of want to cut Vampire Opportunist, but it's our only 2-drop. That being said, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it and just hope we'll get there. We have a lot of things to cast on turn 2, even if they're not specifically 2-drops. It does make Davriel a little bit worse. Yep, this is going to be the deck. I'm very hyped to play with Nicol Bolas, Dragon God. And we'll see how it goes. I think I have pretty high hopes. I think the deck is solid. It's doesn't have a ton of 2-drops, but it has some Guild Globes to get us through. And first game, we already have Nicol Bolas alongside a bunch of 6-drops. Maybe we'd rather have just the 2-drop instead of the Dam Breaker. That actually makes sense to me because we already have 2 other 6-drops. Dam Breaker is not the greatest. So yeah, we'll make that change. Just so we don't die before we get to our late game. Okay, we'll cast Spark Reaper. And hopefully we can get this Tammy's Epiphany down. Because that'll find us the lands we need to get up to Tithe Bear Giants and stuff. It looks like my opponent is either stuck on lands or has a slow start, which is really good for us. Our deck thrives at beating slow starts. Dang, they are not stuck on land, and that card's kind of annoying. So I was wrong on both counts, but we're just going to not attack, and we'll hold up this counter spell. Casting a 3/3 doesn't really affect the board that much here, and potentially scrying into a land is pretty important. Well, that's a catastrophe. I kind of just want to sacrifice this guy to himself to draw a card. I'm not going to do that. This is not good. We are not in great shape. Missing land drops is really bad. Maybe we're supposed to hold him no escape. It's looking like that would have been probably better. Come on, land. Oh, we totally lose. We totally lose. You know, we don't actually lose unless they play another card here that has like some sort of evasion. Because we can kill the flyer now. But Taskmaster makes that kind of a problem. Yeah, we lose this game. Yep, we're just too far behind. We'll just die to this. Okay. bringing Casmina's Transmutation for a Dam Breaker. Actually, I like Transmutation over the bad 2-drop that we have. Okay. That was just really unfortunate that we didn't hit our 4th land there. I mean, it's not like it was guaranteed that we'd hit our 4th land, but it was just kind of unfortunate that we didn't. We will play first. We will keep this. Dang, I really wish we could cast Bleeding Edge on turn 3 here. Considering we are a 10 swamp deck, should be pretty likely, but you know, that is the nature. If we were guaranteed to have it on every turn, it would not be as exciting. Boom, I knew we'd get there. I never doubted it for a second deck. You are my fire. Okay, we just have to win games 2 and 3. We got this, I believe. Our deck is great. We're going to cast Tammy's Epiphany this game. Oh gosh, that doesn't do... That's not the 2-drop I wanted. The 1 2-drop in the format that doesn't die to Bleeding Edge. That's exciting stuff. Of course he plays that 2-drop. Why would he play any other 2-drop? Or he's going to whiff on lands this game. Oh, sweet justice. Now he knows how it feels. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So we can go Tammy's Epiphany here pretty safely. We don't really want to hold up No Escape. We're going to be casting all of our cards. Firemind's Vessel could be good. But we kind of already have the lands we need, so I think we'll bottom that too. Ugin's Conjure's going to be good, and the land is probably not what we want either. You know, we're just going to bottom everything. We kind of have stuff to do. I put the Ugin's Conjure below the land. That was kind of bad, but... Okay, not great, but, you know, we dug deeper towards stuff. None of these cards are really useful here. Ugin's Conjure was the closest to being useful, but... They're discarding the hand size, so we're probably in good shape here. Maybe we were supposed to keep some of these, but we have Tithebird. Yeah, that's the type of card I was thinking about. We have like a lot of good cards to draw into. We want to draw our Guild Globes and things like that as well. New Horizons, sure. Discarded this guy, so he's 5 colors, or 4 colors at the very least. I think we're just going to get the Tithebird Giant into play. Let's go! Charge! I don't think we want to kill this Eternal Taskmaster right now, because like we could technically use both these to kill it, but like I don't think we want to do that. I think we would rather use Bleeding Edge and then just use Casmina's Transmutation on this to top its ability, or Casmina's Transmutation on something better. This guy's not even super relevant right now. Oh. Okay, that's a good draw. Give me Nicol Bolas off this. Okay, kind of close. He's drawing Tithe Bear Giant, which is not particularly useful. Let's just hold back. We have a Tithe Bear Giant coming down next turn. Oh, goodness. Get wrecked. Oh, man, I really hope I top deck Nicol Bolas now. No blocks. So this is 8 mana. So we can make this into a 3/3. That doesn't sound particularly charming. Jeez, this card is good. Boom, there we go. That will solve our problems. All we have to do is have our opponent not have something great this turn. And we can cast that alongside a Toll of the Invasion. Get a chump blocker. Hold. Hold. Come on. Oh, yes. That's what I like to see. No. Why would you tap my mana like that? Oh my god. Thanks, Auto Tapper. Thank you for screwing me. Well, now I can't cast Tibalt if I draw it. Okay. We don't care about this Toll of the Invasion. Aven Eternal will die. Courage and Crisis is not super annoying because we can block it. We'll take a Tithe Bear Giant. Well, that was unfortunate, I must say. Jesus, Auto Tapper. That's actually a huge deal. Now I only have one way of casting the Tibalt that's left in my deck. And if I use Aid the Fallen to get this back, I can only cast it with one card. This is a good trade for me. This Auto Tapper is got it in for me. No attacks. Once we find Davriel, this game's going to end very soon. Sure, he'll probably take Bleeding Edge, or I don't think... I mean, Aid the Fallen's okay to take. But... Sure. We can triple block it. This is actually great for us, because now we can Bleeding Edge his token. And now we have a 2-3 against his stuff. And now we can minus Ugin again if we need to. An opponent is slowly losing permanence as well. Despite our deck's best efforts, I think we're coming back. Start the chip away process. We know the bottom card of our deck is Ugin's Conjurant. Imagine if that ends up being relevant, that we screwed that up. Everything always has a chance of being relevant. I had a faint fear that it was going to tap all of my swamps there for no reason. Boom. I think we got this. Praise be to Ugin. Boom. Yes. Okay, Kasmina's Transmutation is horrible in this matchup. Actually garbage. Unlikely aid. Do we want that? We don't have a ton of creatures. Let's just play the... We could play No Escape. Yeah, let's just play No Escape. Oh my goodness. No Escape actually has some potential because he's got a couple Tidebearer Giants and he's got some ramp, so he might just ramp into a Tidebearer Giant and then we can counter it, exile it, so he can't even get it back with Eternal Taskmaster. It's just probably better than the Kasmina's because Kasmina's was horrendous. Kasmina's also isn't really a 2-drop anyway. Opponent has a couple Courage and Crisis to be aware of. Okay, let's get a good hand here. We're looking for lands and spells. Come on, deck. This counts. Oh, they put us on the play. That's actually kind of nice of them. Our deck is really bad from behind, and with an extra counter, we could stay ahead maybe easier. Ooh, that's a really good card to draw here. We're just trying to hit our land drops, so we'll be casting the Guild Globe here. We don't need to hold up No Escape quite yet. Okay. Now is probably a good time to hold it up. I think we're going to cast this first, though. We're just ramping up our mana, which seems better, because we don't know what he'll cast next turn. And we do have Spark Harvest. Okay. Now I'm glad we did that. Okay, our Spark Harvest is looking a lot worse now that it's in our graveyard. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yikes. That's a lot of damage. Yes! Oh, praise be. Okay, we do want to draw some land, so we will put that on top. I totally forgot we had that card. Not good. Not good at all. If he has removal for this Tithe Bear Giant, we could just lose on the spot. But such is the nature of the game. Tybalt. Impressive. We could make a comeback. Yikes. I'm feeling it. Not the end of the world. We can still block the wolf. Come on. No. Oh, we are so far from attack, it's not even funny. They're not even in the same solar system. Gosh darn it. Oh my god. Jeez, that's game. Arg. Rats. We just... I guess casting this Fire Mines was a bit ambitious. Rats. He didn't really have anything on the board at the time. Then he just dropped Arlen when I didn't have any mana up. I feel like I played that game alright. We're definitely cutting the, what was the card we wanted to cut? Dam Breaker for a... I really don't like Opportunist. We're going to just play a Transmutation instead. Oh, that was so brutal. Oh, man. Well, the game... We lost game 1 because we didn't hit lands, so that one was kind of excusable. And then game 3, our opponent just had a good card, Curve Out. Dang, we had so much mana that game, but we were unable to stabilize. I'm trying to think about what I could have done differently. Well, this game's over. GG, opponent. Turn 2 Dreadhorde Invasion. That is so hard to beat. Arboreal Grazer. Well, that's cute. What? They're going all in on the Arboreal Grazer? Well, Spark Reaper just shuts down their plan. Okay, Saheeli is okay. This is bizarre. So our Bleeding Edge is going to turn on our thing next turn. This turn we're going to play the Lazotep Behemoth. No attacks, because we want to be able to double block this Grazer. This random 3/6 beast. It's a sloth, guys. You don't have to call it a beast. Jeez. Spark double? What is it going to copy? Saheeli? No, not the Grazer, for sure. Are we having a Grazer situation? Oh gosh. This could be a catastrophe. That's not how the -2 works, Captain. We'll just eat up the token. Make our guy into a 6/6. Attack the Saheeli. Ooh, no escape. That could be good. Opponent's hand has not really come together. I'm so afraid of Callous Dismissal right now. They whiffed. Yeah, they're not having the ideal game state here. Ooh. Attack that with one, attack that with one, attack that with one. And then we'll just play our Ugin's Conjurant, maybe, or we'll just hold up our No Escape. Let's just play this as a 2/2. Hold up No Escape, no reason to get greedy here. I mean, it's very obvious we have No Escape, so maybe that'll just stop them from casting creatures. Or Planeswalkers. Get out of here, Jiang Yangu. We don't really want that. Sure, we have a Tidebearer Giant, but we'll draw land eventually, and we'd rather draw spells we can cast. Ooh, Davriel. Let's get rid of some of your cards, matey. Oh, so they have another color. Let's just attack, try to put everything down as low as possible. We're fine trading off some cards because we can just get them back with Aid the Fallen. Okay, we have destroyed one Saheeli. One Saheeli down. Probably another red card. Samet Sprint is good to know about. Just attacking face because we just want to make sure they don't top deck something. Or oh, there's their mountain. We knew before they knew. Jeez. Wow, that is their play. Two, 4, 9, 11. And on to game 2, playing against Teamer Value, looks like. They don't look like a very fast deck. They do have a couple planeswalkers. Spark Double could be annoying. Let's bring in another No Escape, maybe. Yeah, I just kind of like keeping it the way it is. Casamina did not seem excellent, though. Let's just bring in No Escape for that. We could even play Naga Eternal. That's not out of the question. Yeah. We didn't even cast Nicol Bolas that game. Come on, real player one. Prepare to face your doom. Oh my gosh. Okay, real player one. Get your act together, man. The Dragon God is waiting. Not a huge fan of this art of Nicol Bolas, to be quite honest. I think it's one of the weaker ones. Just making him blue is way less cool than the like browns and all that stuff they have going on. I like the other artworks a little bit better, but such is life. I think my favorite one is the one from Amonkhet. That one's like my favorite, God Pharaoh, in terms of artwork. And we're keeping this hand. All that matters is the God Pharaoh, the Dragon God. He is ready. We'll lead with Swamp. Tell our deck that we want another Swamp to cast this Bleeding Edge. Boom, Guild Globe. It's all conspiring to help us cast this Nicol Bolas. Yes. Oh, turn 5 Bolas. Just play a creature that dies to Bleeding Edge. Saheeli. That's not cool. Okay, we'll get the Silverwing down, see what they're drawing. Okay, he can kill just Planeswalkers straight up, so we'll just attack face. We'll play him unless they hold up mana, in which case we won't play him. Okay, there's no counterspell for 2 mana, so unless it's Dovin's Veto, but they're not playing that color, so. I'm glad they used that Heartfire now. What happened? Oh, that's so sad. They accidentally cast their Heartfire targeting their own guy. Boom. Hi, Emma. Hey, can you see Emma here, guys? Emma, say hi to the stream. Say hi to the YouTube channel, Emma. Yeah, hi. Hi. Yeah, hello. Yeah, this is Emma, everybody. Emma, want to go outside? Emma, want to go outside? Okie doke, and no attacks because we don't want to risk losing our Bolas. Emma, I just let you outside. You want to come back inside already? Dogs are an enigma, folks. Oh, please let me kill the Spellgorger weird. Thank Bleeding Edge. Praise be. I should have plus Bolas first before I did any of this. We'll get in for a little damage now. Now that we have the ground pretty gummed up. Wow. We can't actually draw a card until this this Narset is dead. That means this Narset must die. Because we want to keep ticking up. Wow, they got rid of a Cyclops Electromancer? I guess it does 2 damage. That's pretty solid still, but I guess they know it's not going to help them come back from this. Boom, I think we got this one locked up. Nice. Now we're just going to hold up no escape the rest of the game. We'll still just keep plussing. Let's just attack like this. Hold back a couple blockers. We now have a counterspell, a Spark Harvest. We just want to kill him ASAP. That's useless. We're also making them exile lands, which is kind of crazy. This guy does fight to the bitter end. I respect it. I hate auto tapper so much. Oh man. Auto tapper. Why would you just leave me 3 swamps? Yeah, I don't know why I plus there. I should just attack. Boom. Yay! So we're a very slow deck. Let's cut this transmutation for this no escape. We are on the board. Let's go. My dog is just sitting outside. Hi. Oh, she just wanted to be petted. I was petting her. She wanted to be petted. Oh my gosh, this hand is like punish people for being on the draw.net. We'll keep it. It's not as good on the draw as it would be on the play. Dreadhorde Invasion into Davriel has got to be one of the better starts. Okay. And we have both our guild globes. I think this is going to go pretty well for us. Whoa. That's not as good. We'll make a 3-3. New Horizons. What is with this like Sky Theater Strix like Voltron deck that always I run into? Let's just hit their last card. Relatively nice. Are they going to kill the Davriel or just go face? Okay, perfect. Them killing the Davriel is good for me. We need to find our removal spells, and none of these are it. We'll keep one swamp just so we make sure we hit our land drop. Other than that, we do not want any of those. Wow, that is probably the most useless. Actually, that's not 100% true, because that could give this lifelink a turn sooner, which could be the difference we need. Of course, Relentless Advance. We're going to get this Tybalt into play. Hopefully that'll eat another hit from the Sky Theater Strix. And then we can get a big hit in with this once we use our Toll of the Invasion on nothing. Boom. We actually hit a spell with that. Nice. They could block with everything here. Yeah, we'll probably kill those two. The 1/4 is not as important. Or we could just kill everything. Yeah, let's kill the 3/3 and 2/2. Okay, so now we're going to Spark Reaper and try to draw more land. I mean, not land, more like a removal spell of some kind. That's a removal spell. And we are all in shape here. Spark Reaper is going to keep us from dying to our own toll of the invasion. I mean, Dreadhorde invasion. Let's kill that thing. Boom! Our opponent concedes. Whew, that was a close one. Man. What would be good here? Probably just running it back would be good. Let's do that. Emma, we got a win! We won! Yes! We did. We won the game. Cthulhu loves you. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. What a username. Oh man. Okay, on to game 2. We've really bounced back since that match we lost. This hand is fantastic. Bleeding Edge on turn 3 is always brings cheer to my heart. We'll cast this on turn 4 or 5 or something. We don't need a 2/2 right now. Vivian's Grizzly, eh? We'll get a blocker into play for that. Okay, he missed a land drop, which is good for me. Let's get this into play. If it becomes a 1/1, we can sacrifice it. That's weird. I don't know why you'd load up everything onto that one basket. We're not going to use our removal spell on it quite yet. We can Spark Harvest that next turn. Not in the market for Aid the Fallen at the moment. Oh. Gonna kill the 5/6 here. Send my 2 guys at a Johnny. Try to get rid of that guy. And the opponent concedes. Well, Cthulhu may love you, but Nicol Bolas loves me. And I must say, it is paying wonders here. We are battling back. We're going to just make that change. Oh, we already did. Perfect. Let us go. Come on, victory is calling. I can feel it in my soul. It's the good luck dog charm. Oh, yes. Even though we're on the draw, this hand is fantastic. We have all of our mascots. Excuse me. Dreadhorde Invasion into Bleeding Edge. Sign me up. So far, Bleeding Edge has killed basically nothing, which is a big reason why Sorin's Thirst is garbage, is because it doesn't kill anything. Like, not unplayable bad, but, like, not great. Another green deck right into my clutches. Come to Papa. Oh, hello. It is a charmed stray. I see. Well, Cathanid. We're going to probably kill that charmed stray. Just because it's a 2/2 and grows this. And next turn we'll Firemind's Vessel maybe, or we'll Total the Invasion. I kind of like using this Total the Invasion as a surprise attack to get the lifelink here, but it's probably just best to cast it. Opponent is missing a land drop. I really want to get this into play. It just seems so good. And max punished. Of course. We shall rebuild. Okay, we'll go with the Guild Globe. Perfect. Let's take a peek, shall we? Oh, goodness. Well, we cannot have Courage in Crisis, can we? Divine Arrow is not a card I'm worried about. But this becoming a 4/4 is kind of bad. Let's just attack the Wanderer with it and let him use his Divine Arrow. Because he's going to use the Wanderer on it anyway. Okay, we're in good shape. This thing, remember, can't do any damage because of the Wanderer, but... Oh my god. All of a sudden, I'm a lot less optimistic about this game. This 3/4 really puts a damper on things. I was really hoping they would not have another flyer. Jeez. I would hesitate to call this an absolute catastrophe, but it's kind of feeling like that. We have drawn 3 lands in a row at a very inopportune moment. Oh, they have a Johnny too. Go figure. Oh, goodness. Goodness me. Give me Nicol Bolas right now or I lose, pretty much. Tidebearer Giant A. Oh, I could have cast this as a 6/6. Whoops. I forgot I had the Vessel in play. That would have been better. Get wrecked. No life gain for you, buddy. So I need to draw Nicol Bolas so I can minus on this thing. I don't even have any creatures in my graveyard. Okay, aid the fallen. Yeah, I should have had this guy in play last turn. Minus? Oh no, this guy's gonna minus first, so this thing sticks around. Oh, brutal. Could I just draw more lands, please? That's all I want. You know it is. Why aren't they attacking? Well, we are still in this. We technically will be at 1 life when this thing gets up to 6 power. If we win this game, yeah, that's not happening. Behemoth is probably a better than average draw. Though if this thing dies, we just lose, so. Because we'll die to our own thing. Come on. Come on, zombie army. 1 life miracle here. Oh, come on. Please. Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, sweet justice. There is no such thing as justice here. Oh my gosh, opponent flooded at the worst time. Too bad we'd already flooded first. Oh my god, and then they draw the removal spell. Oh my gosh, 1 turn too late. Come on, Bolas. Tyrant Scorn will have to do. Oh, that was terrifying. We almost lost that game. We were at 1 life and they didn't have the removal spell for our massive army. Yes. Sure, Crawl Stinger. Oh my goodness. Boom! We got the W! I am shocked that we won that game. Absolutely shocked. Okay, we're going to keep the deck the exact same, I think. Actually, Price of Betrayal is coming in. Because that card seems good against what they were doing. And we will cut. Jeez, what do we even cut? We're going to cut Firemind's Vessel. That card has not impressed me. I think it's probably better to just run a basic mountain over Firemind's Vessel. I think I'll do that. Oh man, this hand is so close to being a great hand. Turn 2 Dreadhorde Invasion is just impossible to beat for a lot of decks. We're going to keep it. It's just such a good card on turn 2. Boom! Rewarded. Oh dear. Well, actually not really. We have a Spark Harvest to kill that at very low cost because of our Dreadhorde Invasion. And we hit another land because we're just good that way. Tails Light Shield. Oh, Rising Populace. We've hit a land every draw step, so that's pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm a fan of hitting lands every draw step when you keep a 1-lander on the draw. That's pretty sketchy. Oh, not a Johnny. I beg of you. Ooh. Oh, Courage and Crisis. Even better. Okay. And we have the No Escape. That actually worked out pretty nicely. We have a counterspell for like a Light Shield or a Johnny or something. Or Rising Populace. We'll keep another one on top. Charmed Stray. Yeah, that's unfortunate-ish. Now they only have one card in hand, and I'm liking our chances here with another No Escape coming. Just think, opponent could have proliferated onto our Ugin's Conjurant over and over, and they chose not to. We're not going to cast Tidebearer Giant. It's just not worth it here. Because if they get into Johnny into play, we just lose. And we can probably just wait it out. Jeez. Oh, man. It could also be the Wanderer. I think we have to cast it. They have one card in hand. If it's a Johnny, they would have gone for it before this, I think. And I have to make sure I don't die to my own Dreadhorde Invasion. So I have to start attacking. So they don't have a Johnny, which is great for us. Huh. Looks like we might have this one. They could also just pump up Grateful Apparition a ton, and that would screw me. Yep. A little late to the party, but could still be good enough to get me. So this will be hit me for 2 and then 3. Wait, why didn't I counter that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did I just ruin my chances of winning this game? Yes. I completely did that. I was not paying attention. That was a pretty easy card to counter, too. Well, we are never punished, clearly. Ouch. It's just a land. I don't think we really... Yeah, we should have countered the Teo's Light Shield for sure. Because then we wouldn't have had to be like scared of dying. But as it is, I'm feeling like we're going to win this game. Boom! We get another victory against Cathanid. Cathanid was no match for the Nicol Bolas. Did we? Yeah, I think we... Did we cast a game 1 against him? Yeah, I think so, probably. Defeated. Up to 3 wins. Breaking even on those gems. You know how it is. It's all about that gem lifestyle. Oh, gem profits. The gem market, the gem industry is booming. Kamesiba. We will play first. We will keep this hand. It's got our best card. It's got some strong cards. All we need is an island for this to work. A guild globe would go very far in this hand. Davriel, not the greatest draw because we don't have protection. But if they don't have a 2-drop, then it's very good. And they have a 2-drop, but you know, such is life. We're working our way up the ladder here. We're just going to make him discard 1 card because it's not getting any better for young Davriel. Attack my face. Don't attack Davriel. He's just a shadow mage sitting over here. Island would be fine. I'll take Guild Globe. Nicol Bolas is not going to be very good here. It's going to be like 5 mana destroy a trusted Pegasus, which is not what I'm in the market for. Let's kill that. Just try to minimize the damage we take. Hooray, we cast him. Now die, trusted Pegasus. So now we need to draw land, play Tidebearer Giant, and have them have nothing. It's doable, but they haven't played a land, so we know they have all spells in hand. Boom. We're in business. Let's go. Wanderer Strike, Callous Dismissal, of course. This was a very bad draw from us. Gotta be said, we only drew swamps. If we'd had an island in that hand, it would have been much better. Oh, right, we forgot to make our change. We're going to cut that for a mountain. And we will run it back. Actually, we should have added our 2-1 because it trades with his 3-2 and his 2-2. Whoops. That was sloppy. I forgot to add him. But in game 3, we will add him. And maybe even the Naga. Just the 3-mana 3-2 could be good enough in this matchup. And we'll keep this hand. Slightly better than the last one because it actually can cast our spells reasonably likely. And they're mulliganing, which is good for us. And we're on the play, so. And if they miss a 2-drop, we get to get Davriel going, which is good against them mulliganing. Okay. We don't really want to get Davriel here. We just would rather hit a relevant creature with our counterspell. Stop their development a little bit. Yeah, get out of here. Countered makeshift battalion. Sure, we'll keep that on top. That'll find us everything we need. Okay, so we don't really want another Guild Globe. Another land would be nice. Toll of the Invasion is alright card, but probably not what we want. Toll of the Invasion is probably good. We'll not take the Spark Reaper, though. Because we do want to hit a land drop. We'll just cast this. If he has Counterspell, he has Counterspell, but his deck doesn't seem like the type to run a Counterspell. Or he was running a Counterspell, but, you know, we got baited. We could have just led with Toll the Invasion, I guess. Rats. We should have played Lazarus Behemoth. Outplayed, I guess. Oh, man. Played like a violin. Yeah, we're in fine shape. Just not ideal. We'll get Lazarus Behemoth into play and be protected. Boom, let's go. We're going to go for a riskier line here. We're going to snipe some of his cards, maybe. Get this Dreadhorde Invasion going. Because Dreadhorde Invasion plus Spark Reaper is pretty nice. Boom, let's go. Let's just play the Tidebearer Giant, another big guy to block. And then we can get the Spark Reaper going next turn. We'll keep the Lazarus Step back for one more turn. Oh dear. We're going to keep this in play so it can help us race his stupid Ashiok Skulker. Because if he attacks the Ashiok Skulker, we can attack him back with stuff. Oh dear. Well, he can't attack with that. So next turn he's going to attack for 2, 4, 7. Definitely playing the Silverwing here. What's he drawing next turn? Makeshift Battalion, that's useless. We could just use our Dave Reel here, but I like putting him under duress. Because if he tries to attack it, we can just sacrifice it to Spark Reaper and buy ourselves a lot of time. I'm going to mute that. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. Opponent is counting through their options. Probably realizing that they're dead or in bad shape. Sure. So they're at 5 life. Stack with these two. Little do they know they have to chump both. If they block here, we can play Tybalt, sacrifice the token with the Spark Reaper to finish it off. And they have to chump block this or trade with it, which is both fine with me. Huh. Okay. That is not good for me. So I don't think we any longer want to play this. How much mana do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we have enough mana to sacrifice 2 things regardless. We're at 8 life. Let's sacrifice this thing. Gain a life. Resolves. Block. Sacrifice. Good game. Perfect. Okay, now we can make our good sideboard changes that we should have made last time, but okay, we want this guy for sure. We want this thing probably. And we'll cut for it. Let's cut a Tidebearer Giant because it's just so expensive. And Aid the Fallen. Hopefully this works out. Okay, let's get this W. It's been kind of a slow-paced game considering how fast the matchup is. Oh dear. This cap of my glue thing got jammed shut. I'm going to try to open it. Not much to talk about. I'll be back in a sec. Well, this is an easy mulligan. And this is an easy keep. And that's an easy keep on top as well. Let us hope that they do not have a 2-drop, because that is always my hope. Too much to ask. Oh my gosh, they do not have a 2-drop. Oh my goodness. We have this. We have the W in the bag. We've got him right where we want him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Gideon, get out of here. I know this card's kind of scary, but we'll be hitting them with a 6/6 before long. Hopefully. We don't want to lose it to a Divine Arrow. I guess we could have probably afforded to take some sort of risk, though. So we're taking 5 a turn. Oh, we need Bleeding Edge. Or just a way to stall these. Come on, Guild Globe. Oh dear. That is not what we wanted. Shoot, we're going to lose anyway, because we didn't draw a Guild Globe or a Bleeding Edge. Bleeding Edge would actually win us the game here, and we lose. Rats. 2, 4, 6, 9. Yeah, we can't win that game. Rats! We were so close, but we didn't draw enough spells that game, and it happens. We had a good run. We lost some close ones. We got to 3 wins, which means we got back our gems. So that is going to do it for the video. If you made it all the way to the end, say hashtag #PraiseBeBolas in the comments section down below to let me know you made it all the way to this point of the video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it. Remember to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will talk to you next time. Let's open our prize packs. People love seeing pack openings, and we will see what we get here. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh, perfect. It did not crash after all. Let's see. Boom, Vivian's Arc Bow. That's a pretty good one. I'll have to try that in a constructed deck at some point. Bolas' Citadel, a favorite of mine. That one's so much fun to play in draft. So unfun to play against. Oath of Kai, that's pretty good. Pretty powerful. Spark Double. I've had some good times with this one. Copying Liliana. And boom, Finale of Promise is a good one. I like this card. I play it. Ooh, it's a mythic. Yeah, I play it in my Arclight Phoenix deck. It's quite good. So yeah, very happy with the way those went. And I hope you enjoyed the video and stay with me for next.